Course Gamer 1745 here, streaming on the interwebs. I hope things are going well with you all. Today we are going to be playing some World Ablaze, well, Hearts of Iron 4's World Ablaze here. Very shortly. I'm actually getting to play it and whatnot. And I guess we can save looking at the Naval Battles. So when we start the episode. Hello, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer 1745 here with my continuing look at Hearts of Iron 4's World Ablaze mod. If I didn't say, this is of course Gamer 1745, and we're playing as Germany. This is my sort of test nation. Now, one sort of possible complaint. Sorry, I forget who posted it. They said that you need about 60 to 80 military factories, and we have 25 in fighters, or you'll be overwhelmed. Okay, but I was also told I would need about 200 at about this time, at about the start of the war. Military factories, so that would put almost half of my factories, or at least a third of my factories, in fighters. That seems a little out of alignment there. So I don't know. I'm not saying it's that they're not true. It just seems a little bit out of alignment with all of that. Now we're going to take, and hello Mauricio, how are you doing today? And of course Arno has arrived. That is very good. Let's see, sinking the convoy. I think I stopped all my convoys through here. Let's take a look at, yeah, we did. I think those are just, we're still going when this whole thing started. Okay, we're getting some Norwegian. Now, played World Ablaze last week. It was okay, I guess. Yes, I think this is okay, and I think it's a good mod. I'm having problems with this mod. Like, Denmark and Norway joined the Allies and went to war against Germany. This would not happen in real life. Now, how do I put this? I am looking for a particular type of grand strategy World War II war game. That is my dream of finding this particular type. And it's come close a few times. Particular type of war game. And I'll describe it here in a minute. So you, whoever you are out there, may be looking for a different type of war game, and that's fine. You don't have to want to play what I want to play. Right. What I want is not something that strictly follows the script of World War II. Which you can sort of find that in something like a War Plan or Strategic Command World War II. Great games, like them, but they follow the sort of the World War II script very closely. What I want is a war game in which the world behaves in a manner that is plausible, likely, what we would expect the world to behave during World War II. And to then allow the player realistic, reasonable abilities to make decisions that weren't strictly historical. Meaning, there is nothing, in my opinion, that is saying that Germany must go to war with the Soviet Union spring, summer 1941. Watched a TIK video who I do respect as a historian, talking about Germany's needs for food as a driving reason for them to go into the Soviet Union. And now one of his sources is he's looking at Goebbels' diaries. Well, why does Germany need food so bad? One reason, not the only reason, but one reason, and I'm sorry, and I don't even know if there's good stats on it, but I know I don't have them if there are, is that Germany has moved a lot of its manpower away from food production and put them into uniform, or the Luftwaffe, the Kriegsmarine, or the Heers, the army. So they're not producing as much food as they could have. And we see the RAD is still in existence in 1940. Its existence, I don't know if it ever officially goes away. The RAD is the Reichsarbeitsdienst, and I know not everyone watches everything I do, so I have to sort of cover some of this, and that's basically the German labor service. It was the system was designed so that boys, and eventually as time goes on more and more, it gets basically forced into girls will also go into this system as well, is you go into the Hitler Youth, go through the Hitler Youth, then you go into the RAD for a time period, and I'm sorry, I don't have all the details in front of me, and I do know it changes over time, partially because of the pressures of war, the pressure of war, but somewhere between 6 months and 2 years, you'd go into the RAD, and there you'd still get military training, but you're doing Reich labor, you're doing yeah, I know. Hello, IKB. Good to have you here, my friend. This is just, I know about the food, and they do sort of, they don't want to use starvation situation. So, yeah, paradox and what's going on, and I understand that. Just as an aside, how is the planting going to go in a month or so in Ukraine? Is there going to be something that interrupts the planting in Ukraine in a month or so? Month or two or whatever. And that's a major food exporter to Europe, I believe. Wonder how that's going to go. No, just an aside. Nothing really important is going on in Ukraine right now. I probably don't know anything about it, but yeah. So, you go for 6 months to 2 years, depending on period, into the labor service. And the labor service was to put men to good labor uses, more designed to not work like in factories, more to, say, build roads or to increase the amount of farmland. Not so much to work farms, but to, there's lots of land in this area, at least at this time, and I presume so today. I know it in more detail in Britain, but in Germany that could be made to grow food, but just hadn't been. It's, it's just not, you got to sort of set land up to be farmland. And so they were expanding the farmland, doing labor such as this. Now, as the war happens, the RAD is armed, but though they're not in the military, so that's sort of kind of illegal. And they're not really armed to fight; they're just armed to protect themselves. But they're following along, including into France, but also into the Soviet Union when that's happened, to say repair bridges, to do labor, behind the front lines, but in recently, acquired territory, shall we say. But things can happen, and you may need to defend yourself with guns. So you have, they're doing that kind of stuff. And then you would go into the military after your RAD service. That was sort of the general progression of a young man. And as time goes on, and eventually, not into the army it's required, but women are required to go into the RAD, not just voluntarily, but required to go into the RAD as well. Now, a lot of the women that do go into the RAD are put to actually like working farms. And there's a big pull to bring in labor from occupied and allied territories into Germany. Some of that labor goes into factories, but a lot of the labor goes into working farms. Hello, Frederico. No army groups are surrounded yet. We're just still pushing in here. So I'm just giving this as my evidence why I don't think Germany is required to go after the Soviet Union again, if you haven't been watching, in 1941. So they need more labor there. And I also know that the policies here, particularly in this area, were to settle Germans on this land. It was a miserable failure of trying to attract Germans from the west to move east, but that was an attraction thing. Come, get your free farmland and your free farm. Come on. And, well, maybe men who would be willing to do so were busy being in the army. Those that weren't, either weren't really farmers, or B, if they were farmers, they already had farms or jobs to do on farms and trying to go in. So it really was a miserable failure of attracting anybody. But during this time, now, they evacuate large numbers of Germans or German-speaking peoples, shall we say, from Estonia and Latvia, and move them down to here. They don't from Lithuania, because Lithuania was supposed to be in the German sphere, but they trade it for this territory here with the Soviets, because this territory here was supposed to be in the Soviet sphere. They do a trade afterwards. So those Germans are sort of screwed. And then there's a secondary, I don't know, 10 or 20% of the size of the population is the first one, is to move German-speaking peoples out of here after the Soviet occupation. And their primary place of settlement is in what had been Poland, and previous to that had been part of the German Empire. And a lot of these people, most of these people, shall we say, were not farmers. Most of the Germans, there was a German landowning class, if you will, a bit in this territory, but to my understanding, the great population of Germans were sort of a professional city/town class of peoples, and weren't farmers. They may have lived in a farming town, but they weren't the farmer. They were the dentist or the plumber or the electrician, or I don't know what, but they were some other professional class. and they're dumped on these farms. And the farms had been, generally speaking, productive farms with Polish farmers on them, and the Polish farmers are displaced, sent to the general government, and they're given to incompetence. So the Germans are wrecking, by their ideology, wrecking their farming potential. I'll get to some of the stuff in a moment here. So those are just two pieces of evidence that we know that Germany, within its occupied territory, Germany and its occupied territories, could have produced more food. But they were also receiving large food shipments from the Soviet Union as well. So I know if all you have is a hammer, all your problems look like nails. Germany has a large army. They decide to use it to conquer farmland as opposed to using the army, like Italy's did much more so. When Mussolini orders the invasion of Greece, the Italian divisions that are here are, I would say, and I think it varies from division to division. And so, take all this as commentary. If you want historical facts, go read a book or an article or whatever and get the details. I know I have in the past, but the divisions are somewhere at 1/3 to 2/3 strength, because 1 to 2/3 of the manpower of these divisions are either, some of them are back here in Albania, but a lot of them are back in Italy doing farm labor. Helping out farmers, and so those divisions were thought, hey, well, we're just and it wasn't just the guys in those divisions, it was the guys back in Commando Supremo back in Rome, where, hey, this is not really a real front. Greece isn't going to be attacking us anytime soon, so we need divisions here. We don't need fully manned, fully equipped divisions, but we need farm labor. Let's bring some of that labor back home to bring in, I think it was the harvest at the time, but maybe it was the planting. I'm not sure. I'm not a farmer. I have more of a rancher background, which is different. But the manpower wasn't good when Mussolini orders the invasion here. I mean, so these divisions, had theoretically, full manpower. It just wasn't there at the time. It was doing other work. So Germany could have, in 1941, instead of going after the Soviet Union, done a much bigger project of using German military manpower to farm. To the best of my knowledge, everything I've ever read, and I haven't dug in specifically deep, and I will look at this in the chat in a moment, everything I've ever read has never mentioned German soldiers at any scale being used as farm laborers, particularly back in Germany. I just have never heard or read of it. And so I've not looked into it specifically, but since I've never heard or read of it, seen it in a documentary, read it in a book, I figure it's not being done because it would be mentioned. It would be mentioned that they were, bringing the divisions up to strength, getting ready to go into the Soviet Union, but not so much by recruiting new soldiers, just bringing the soldiers back from labor duties or something. That's never mentioned. I never see that in the wartime era stuff that I've ever read. I'm not talking about the Reichswehr, though that was really small, obviously, so it probably wasn't being done, or the early years of the Wehrmacht, once Hitler's remilitarizing things. I don't read of it there. Now, again, it is being to some degree, again, mostly in increasing farmland, but with the RAD is doing it, but those are not yet soldiers. And so I look at this as, it's very historically plausible, in my opinion, for Germany not to attack the Soviet Union in 1941. Okay, and this is getting a long time. But I also think it's historically entirely implausible for Norway or Denmark to decide to go to war with Germany. I can't see any historical justification, any evidence, because I think if you would have flown, if the British or whoever would have flown in with a copy of Germany's secret plans to invade Denmark, the Danish people go, this is really interesting. Man, we're not going to be able to defend against this. And we hope they won't invade us. Thank you for the information, British ambassador, whoever. Have a good day. Even if they know their country is going to be invaded, they don't have the military capacity to defend it. They know they don't have it. It would be one thing maybe to try to defend, here, but for how long? They can't defend the Jutland Peninsula. How long is this going to hold out? What good is it going to do to hold out here for a long, even for a year, but after a year, what's that? It's going to look like, Stalingrad, because Germany's going to bomb the hell out of Copenhagen. So why try? You have a military to try to be a deterrent factor, and maybe, if it's Reichswehr Germany, 100,000 man, yeah, okay, you fight it. Maybe if, Norway decides Denmark doesn't need to exist, and Norway decides to invade, and Norway has a much smaller military than, say, Germany, maybe you try to defend it then, but there is no way Denmark is going to go, and we're looking at this as even with France existing, they're not going to open up a second front. That's just not going to happen. And even less reason if you come with the same plans for Norway. They're going to be, they might go, oh, hey, can we buy a few extra ships off of you, Britain? Or maybe America, those mothballed destroyers or something. Can we increase our navy to try to defend Norway? They might, but not wanting to come into the war, just buy some ships or something to defend Norway. No way on earth that I can see that, if someone wants to find original documents that, would pull me in that direction. But no way do I see either of those nations joining the war against Germany. I just don't see that. If you want to try to spell out a coup by Quisling, who gets in power in Norway somehow without German, invasion, that if Germany has defeated France, if Germany is in a war with the Soviet Union, if Britain, definitely if Britain has been successfully invaded, Churchill and the King, are out, in Canada fighting on, I could maybe see Norway joining the Axis at that point, with that sort of world conditions. So, whether it is the base game of Hearts of Iron 4, or whether it is the mod world Ablaze, that this happened, that through diplomatic influence or whatever, that you get Norway and Denmark to go to war with Germany, I think you failed, but by demonstration. Now, I will say that if you want to play as Norway or Denmark, the human player, and you want to make other reasonable choices, that's different, because you're now the player. So if you're, say, going to play as England, and you want to try to diplomatically get them in, they should keep saying no, 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 no. It's sort of like Switzerland and Turkey. Now, Turkey does enter World War II eventually, I think it's 1945. And, and it's more of I think it enters the war mostly to keep the Soviet Union off its back. And so it joins the war on the Western Allies side, because the Soviets are pushing into here. So they more joined the war then. But basically, Switzerland and Turkey win the war, or win the game, by not going to war. So they should without some sort of extraordinary means or setup or something, they should be programmed to reject all calls of joining either side. Now they might drift more pro this to more pro that, so that there's maybe, like within Hearts of Iron 4, you have trade favorability to like, oh hey, Turkey's now friendly with the Axis, because they do join the Anti-Comintern Pact after the Germans launched the invasion of the Soviet Union. So yeah, with that they may trade more freely with the Axis than with the Western Allies. Or there's things that they might be a little less neutral on, certainly, as diplomatically going on, but with sort of without a gun to their head, or without them being invaded by one side or the other and then presumably joining the other faction. Without that happening, I don't see them coming into the war. And so this, to me here, and I don't know why this has happened, whether this is at heart a Hearts of Iron or at heart a World Ablaze problem, but either way, this has failed. This has failed. Who wants to play as Norway? See Mauricio. That would be one Eric, who is a streamer here and a friend of mine. So if you have a world map game and you're going to have a game that's going to be, say, play the Russo-Japanese War, he'll play as Norway. And just sit there and play as Norway. Or if you were to say, have a game set in Middle Earth, he'll play as Norway. Or if you were to have, say, a game set on Mars, he'll play as Norway. He'll always play as Norway. So there are people out there like that who, no matter what, they'll play as, hey, they'll always play as Paraguay. Well, what does Paraguay do? It sits there and does nothing. Well, we're going to play as Paraguay, because that's just the type of people they are. So yeah, there are those type of things. Let's see. Okay, going way back. Thanks, Arno, for entertaining the people. Management's we're out of money. Okay. As a company losing government COVID money that was used. Oh, what's going on here? Let me get back. Having some job. Hopefully the union will sort it out. Oh, business government. Great. Well, I hope your job does get sorted out there, IKB. Just catching up with you. Okay. Yeah, okay. If you could have the 7th resource in the game, what would you add? Money would be money as a means of international exchange. The current system, I know, and I agree with some of their assessment on money for Hearts of Iron 4, but sometimes you have small nations that have a thing to export, maybe oil, but really don't need industry because they don't have certain resources. So if you could give them money, say, for oil or rare materials, or particular rare material or something like that they may have, that they then could buy some other common material. So money might be that, lots of stuff like wood. Wood. Oh man, wood is so hard to model in this game. Like Japan has no suitable wood. Basically, it just doesn't. So if you notice, all of the Japanese rifle stocks are 2 pieces of wood, because they have no trees of any scale or size in any part of its empire. Well, maybe it does once it gets down here, but it's not harvesting the ability, because I know it would have some down here. To build wood that was suitable for rifle stock in one piece. There was so you all of their rifle stocks are 2 pieces of wood put together. So they just don't have suitable wood. So it's really hard to model some of that effectively. Teams. Gonna catch up. Hello, Extreme Finger. How you doing? We focus on the majors. Yeah, you should focus on the majors. That's for sure. But yeah, gonna catch up. Okay. Oh, Eric. Oh, so Eric is, yeah, heard Norway. Yes, he's the guy. He'll play Norway always. You add Norway into a game, he'll play it, even if it makes little sense. And there's a bot on YouTube I see there. Or no? Okay. So yeah. So to me, this is failing. This is failing. That these somehow, by some way, have gotten in the war against Germany. And so that is not a good thing. So what we're going to do here is like this, and we're going to send all these guys over here because I don't think the Soviets are going to occupy us just yet, and we want to put all of this down as fast as possible. Right. Now, we have defeated, basically, the Netherlands. We're pushing into Belgium. There. All moving, and they're all moving. And so this is how I evaluate a game like this. Well, one thing I also don't terribly like, German Reserve Division, for some reason, needs to have trucks. I specifically tried to build the German Infantry Division to try not to have a need for trucks. Okay, it does have a need for. Where do I click? No. Okay, trucks, 13. Needs 13. That's what I wanted to find out. Trucks, 213. This is a locked division. So unfortunately, they've stuck me with needing 200 trucks per reserve division. And I don't have them. And my understanding, again, with this game mechanic, by not having them, you actually move slower than if you didn't need them. So, yeah. So we are woefully behind on trucks. So more motorized units is not a good thing. Okay, so well, let's continue this after the rant. Got you here. Okay. You're going to attack there, just to sort of spoil attack with them. You guys come across the river there. You come to there, you attack there. Want to push down out of the north. Okay, well. Push into here, keep these guys attacking. You counterattack that way. Maybe I should just say attack that way. Countering these guys that are look at the decision menu. You can unlock division templates for editing. Oh! Boy Reserve. There? War game. Click finish first. Click finish this first wave. Okay, okay. Thank you, IKB. And we'll see about reducing down the motorization needs. Oh, also on, it was up here. Mauricio, I think, was saying that he likes Black Ice better. Well, last time I played Black Ice, and it's been more than a year, for Hearts of Iron 4, that is. Now, maybe you're talking about Hearts of Iron 3. But Hearts of Iron 4, I rage quit over that and over its unhistoricalness, so maybe it's gotten better. Maybe it has. Okay, you join the attack there. See if we can push against. Come on, you guys are all here and you're not attacking. So, let's see, have we got through? Yes, it looks like that. Edit German Reserve Division. Okay, what? If I remove that, if I were to, okay, now hold on, I don't want to save it. Okay, there we go. See that less to fill divisions, 250. So motorized logistics company, that maybe, yeah, and Let's see, do we have... That was motorized hospital. We just do horse-drawn field hospital here. What? No, we have that. Have that there now. Okay, and horse-drawn logistics. 17,000. There we go. There we go. Thank you, IKB. You need heavy tanks for the breakthrough. Arno, I don't have enough of anything. You're like Hitler. We need heavy tanks. The mouse today. I need tanks to. I need trucks to keep my divisions mobile. Okay, research. Okay, we just got done with the engineering companies. Let's see. Okay, we're mostly up to date. No, the wrong spot. No, wrong spot. I wanted to click here. Okay. Good. Yeah, we'll go with that. Improve our fighters. Now. Let's push. Oh. They're doing fairly well. Keep following along. Then one engine that way. Science white piece. Okay. Not the mouses. It was stupid. If only the Germans would have focused on Panzer IV tanks and one type of heavy tanks like the US did with the Germans. Yeah, that would be a better choice. We took out a Norwegian sub, a Dutch sub, a Norwegian sub, aircraft. The aircraft are doing reasonably well. Subs up here. Wow, Norway's taking a pounding here, guys. Well, we lost an aircraft. Now here, I would say that this is an AI failure, not probably something that, wow, been a lot of these, not a World Ablaze failure. Why doesn't the AI take advantage of the ability to block off this part of the sea so all of their trade, you know, comes through Trondheim up here or something like that? You know, Denmark can't do that, but Norway could. Coming through that way. These infantry divisions are doing fairly well. You come down to here, you come over to here. You as well. Cavalry division and armor again attack. Backed up. Hello, Mr. Mine. No, I do not read Cyrillic, so sorry. Wish I did, but don't. Now, let's look at logistics now. Okay. We only need 119 trucks to fill our needs. So, pause. Tanks south of Arras are about to be cut off. Yeah, I think, though, we just moved into here, so at least that was my hope that these infantry divisions would get into there. But yes, thank you. Back to logistics. Okay. Of course, we're consuming a lot during the offensive, but we have a reasonable amount of supply on most things, if not overly large, except for, of course, fighters and tactical bombers. Yeah, maybe, well, I think we want to stress that and yes. Not good. Oh well, they've shifted their air away from here over to there. Okay, they had been. They're over the Benelux region. Let's see. Let's move these guys to here and put them over here. And now these guys will also get up to here. And we'll put them over, you know, just to have some contested. So bring these guys up to here and put them over to contest what's going on. You guys march back into Brussels. We stopped that counterattack. Good. Oh. Okay, so we'll move up there. Yes. There, push there. Okay, well our plunge into here has worked so far, but they have definitely. We're going to add one more division there. Support the attack. Definitely stalled my rampage across northern France a bit. Support the attack, don't actually advance. Okay, organization token. Almost got that achieved. Back there. Okay, so they're no longer really... One of these divisions support that back. Well, send the tanks to Arras. Okay. And we're gonna move at least one division that way. Good move, good move. Okay, yeah. Give him to him. That division, you guys cross there. Okay, we are here in the north. Yeah, you guys move to there. Okay, well, we're across the river here now. Got these reinforcements here. Not sure how we're going to get up to Norway, how much of a navy we're going to have to get control of this Skagerrak, or however you pronounce it, and see if we can get up to Norway here eventually. Well, this looks like the place that we want to attack right now. Support that attack, and support that attack. Okay, so we've achieved organization tote. In here somewhere. We know it is, just haven't seen it. It's why am I not seeing it here? Because I'm blind, probably. Oh, here, right here. Okay, so organization tote, which we now have. Tote is a political advisor possibility, but research and construction. We want to eventually get Tote has died, so we can't employ him yet. Women in the army. Expand research. Well, one thing I just... Is it... Does somebody know... Oh, I don't want to come here. I want to come here. Do we have to give Himmler field command to get... This becomes more friendly. But I've yet to get SS units. What's with the deal with that? Figured I'd be having some sort of, you know, event decision, form various SS divisions. And there should be basically Liebstandart, Das Reich, and Totenkopf by now. I don't know. Okay. Don't know if I'm missing something or if it's just not working right. Where I need to do command Slovenia, not right now. Well, I guess women in the army, monthly public. I think to get the SS you need to have a stock of certain equipment, like half tracks and stuff. Could be, could be, could be. That could be. Though the early divisions did not have those, so I don't know. Maybe just their template requires them. Well, so recruitable population down, but stability. Research slot, yeah. I guess we'll do this. 35 days. Okay, well we can, I think mostly through capture now. We got more. Well, okay. Well, we need to look at some of this up here. Resource management. Now, can we activate more? Steel mills, no. Iron shortage complete, yeah. So what we need to do is import more iron. Rubber, well, know where we can import more rubber from. Aluminum. I think it's more rubber is our point of need. Now, for our construction, well, we are rebuilding Loads factory after partisan damage, it looks like. But we have iron on this. Well, aluminum smelter, steel mill. Don't we have iron mines? Huh? What? But we can't build iron mines. Give me a... Where's resource? There is resource. Okay, so resource... Iron... Yeah, I know from bombing damage. Okay. So we don't do iron mines. Upgrade more of your units with better equipment. Yeah. To look at the decision. Yeah, I know. I understand about the decisions, but I'm. I think I've done all of the reactivation of iron that I can. So I think I'm maxed out at iron here. Okay. Oh, here we go. Yes. Okay, here we go. Develop these 10 civilian factories for how long? I don't know. Oh, 120 days. 60 days. We'll do this. 60 days. And I'll take 10 civilian factories away, but at least we'll get that. Now, okay. Let's look back over here and our truck situation. Okay, well, we're going to let it continue. We want to get this to a positive on trucks. But we will add another. I mean, we don't have 5 available yet, but we'll add that for fighters. Yeah, political power plus some civilian ICs as well. Okay. Oh, good, good, good. Okay. Cross the river. You attack and stop them from blocking our movement across the river. Motorized. You come down there. You're coming over there. You're down here. You guys join him down there before he gets pushed back. You support that direction. Ace pilot promoted, cool. Okay, moved up into eras. Okay, well, seems like they're going down pretty easy. I guess we'll do this, accept them as a Reich Commissariat here. Okay, well, we have a Reich Commissariat now here in Denmark. The reason I didn't immediately jump for more research, and more research is generally a good thing, IKP, is I'm sort of aware that there is not a lot of things in 1940 now. This is, we have a bonus on, to be researching. So it's more like, what do we need now? I mean, eventually more research, I think, will help us out. As we get to 41, there'll be a lot more things to research. Yeah, let's do... You guys support that attack. We've got into here. They're coming up that way. Oh, what? Oh. It terminates its influence. I don't know. Okay. Flipped away too fast before I read that. Okay. Pause. Iceland joins out. Okay. Britain used Norway as a means of coercing Sweden. Well. Okay. Well, let's see. Now that we own this here, let's... That's the Italian fleet. Here's our fleet. I want to select these guys here. Not ready to... Okay, how many... Well, we control out here, so many divisions can we currently invade with? Is it over? Where is the invade? Oh, here. Okay, we can do. Okay, we can get like 10 divisions or something. 12 plus. So we're gonna have to invade Norway. Yeah, I know. Well, they declared war against me, not me on them. Like I say, that's wrong. Next to there anymore? Okay. Oh, well, you're over here. Okay. You march over to there. You march down to there. And you march down to there. Okay, well, let's push you guys up that way. And you continue to follow along there. Hello, Kisk. Get this game. It can take a while. It can. It's not... I don't find it that difficult. Now, if you look at a lot of different mods, they emphasize different things. So you sort of have to relearn things. But it's not too difficult. You can look at some of my, my videos playing various elements of the game. So, yeah, it's not that difficult. You can get the, the base game. Well, we can look here at our current stock of rifles here. So somehow, I think we got them from the Netherlands. Somehow we got Johnson M41s, which are semi-auto rifles, which could probably have this 14,000. Czech and Polish rifles, I think. Now this also includes, so those are World War I Gewehr 98, and these are World War II Carabiner 98s. These are just what's in, in reserve stock, not what's being used by units right now. We got a MAS 36 rifle, yay! So we have that. Okay, that would be a captured, and those two would be captured. So if you captured heavy artillery, one captured AMD 38 armored car, anti-tank, some captured French Hotchkiss, AA. 25 millimeter AT, a little bit of that. Trucks, some Citroen, some Fiats. Support equipment, well, just all called support equipment. Light tanks, just the Czech ones. Right now, trains, civilian trains, of some different types. So I think that's sort of most heavy infantry equipment. Yeah, just, okay, well, so those are Czech, those are Polish, those are French, M2 heavy barrels and M19s. Don't know. The Dutch never used them. Maybe some in the East Indies, Netherlands. Well, yeah, I think they bought a bunch and were issued down in Suriname, or the Dutch West Indies. I think that's where they were used, as in like a few thousand or something. Not a lot on a World War II scale, but a bunch that they did have. I think that's what they bought, and I think the reason they bought them as much as anything else is the U.S. wasn't going to use them, so. meaning they were sort of sitting around and could be used. You counterattack on their flank. About ready to encircle these guys. Greenland joins the Allies. Oh boy. We've had it now. These guys are no longer being attacked down here. Oh, absolutely. Oh, well, yeah, absolutely. It wasn't even invented yet. I mean, Johnson is good, but he can't quite, you know, invent things before they happen. Well, getting there. Back there with a little bit of force. Yeah, I know you're upset because I moved the occupation force here. Now, what I'm thinking of doing is Naval Invasion from here to here. Okay, how many days do we have here until it thinks we can go? 140 days, so okay, well, it won't be anytime soon. That. Support that. Attack there. Oh. Okay, you're coming into there. Good. You stop if the rest aren't going to stop. You attack there and you support that attack. Got all of those forces there. Back there. Yeah, we'll push again. You guys rush across the river there. And you support that attack as well. You guys, now that you're here, you push there to keep them from getting reinforcements. You join that attack. What's Ireland doing? Hello, Irish communist. Well, okay, we have an evil guy from Ireland. Hello. Not doing much and just sitting here hanging out. Iman de la Vera is the current president. So it's just hanging out, doing its thing, being neutral. Back across that river, I thought we had that. there. Okay. They stop attacking. You push back into where I didn't have any forces and sort of cut those guys off, but they do have the access to ports. Possible to do like more with the country. Well, what would you want to do with the country? I guess it's possible. You can look at their national focus tree. It looks, yeah, just a standard one. I mean, you know, what are you going to do with it? There's not much to Ireland in this time period. You know, and realize that there should be, you know, an English port down here and a few other things like that they still occupied. So, yeah, I don't know what you would expect too much of Ireland to do. Okay, well, does it have a political? You could go communist. You can go collective ethos. You want to be evil about it. Yeah, I think communism is evil. You know, it's worse than Nazism. So yeah, if you want to go down the evil path, you could. They do have it. Internationalism focus. Yeah, you have that as a possibility. The attack there is a spoiling attack. Support from over there. Okay, so you guys still have not pushed into there. You guys still have not pushed into there. Still haven't taken there. Do you have any fresh divisions that have been trained up? No. Yeah, well, I'm sure there were communists in Ireland. There were also fascists, the blue shirts. As well. Now we are back here. That needs to go there. Guys, I keep saying go here. I don't say stop going here. Thank you, Arno. Into there. Got one armored division left. Take the armored division out. Well, let's grab these 4 divisions and send them over to there. Keep saying going here. I don't ever say stop going there. One thing we probably should do is shift some of these forces. We come to here, and you can operate there. Air power operating down here. Funny if the Third Reich was communist and USSR was capitalist. Well, okay. I don't think it'd be the USSR then, but yeah, and I don't think the Third Reich would be communist. Well, it would still be the Third Reich. It'd just be the it would just be geographical switch. Well, at least Germany would just be the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. Well, I think we're going to end the episode here. Not the live stream. Live stream will continue, but the episode here. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for liking the videos. See you next time for even more, yes, more Hearts of Iron. Okay, guys, I'm going to grab a Coke, and then we'll get to making the next episode here. I will be right back. You can look at the pretty picture here for the moment. See the airplanes flying around. You know. Okay, almost back. Yes, nice Coke. Actually got a Pepsi, but let's take a quick look at production here. Oh, hell, we... Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer 1745. And I'm rather displeased, depressed at looking at this. I don't know. What do I do? What do I do, people? Don't know. So that U.S. occupied by their most... Well, thank you for subbing. Do I keep going with this or not? I'm going to keep playing for a bit here, people, but I don't know, those in chat, those watching later on YouTube, is Hearts of Iron 4 the wrong game for me? Is it just too much EU the 20th century? Because, I mean, this is just fucking pissing me off. I am genuinely upset by this. Why can't I fucking get... Why is the Soviet Union selling all of its resources to somewhere other than me? Why is I mean, this is all down to Norway joining the Allies, and I can't get resources from Sweden the way they've set this up. Okay, 30. At least, well, we can get all of that from the Soviet Union. Now, rubber I do get. Just one factor for the moment. Ah. Ah. Yeah, IKB. I mean, it has its own problems, but you know, you don't know how excited I was for with railroads. I really wanted to play this. Take Norway on time. Well, it joined the Allies. And so what if I don't take it on time? China is being invaded by Japan right now. So, I just don't have the energy to try to mod all of this. I'm just really... What the fuck? Yeah, this is Gamer having a bit of a meltdown here. I don't know. I so wanted to play this with railroads. And right now, at least to the best of my knowledge, I haven't checked in the last week or two or whatever, but last time, Black Ice still hadn't updated to the latest, railroad capabilities here. Yeah, Gamer Hoi 4 meltdown. I so wanted to play that because the big thing I've always thought Hearts of Iron 3 or 4 was lacking was railroads. That's the big thing. And railroads, to the best of my knowledge for the campaign here in the West, are basically meaningless historically. IKB is the railway military expert here, but I don't know that the Germans were really getting much. Maybe I'm forgetting it. Not Fallgeld, but the secondary, the push down here. Maybe they were reinforcing supplies and whatnot via railway at that point. But for Fallgeld, it was all trucks and wagons. It was all trucks and wagons. They did not plan or rely at all on any railway. Not anytime soon, Irish Communist. Not anytime soon, as far as I know. And because I know the had been lead developer of Hoi 4 left to go onto a secret project, but he specifically stated it wasn't Hoi 5. And I don't think World War II at all. I'm guessing that part. But he went on to another project in Paradox that wasn't. So he didn't want people to think that he's now they might be making Hoi 5, but he's not being part of it. So, and he says he's doing something different. So I don't think it's just some other World War II game. But a secret project, something to be developed, or to come out someday. I have no other information than that on what Don, however you want to pronounce his name, is doing. But we get railroads. So like I said, they're meaningless here. Even if right now in this game, the Ardennes, okay, come through here. Yeah, this is meaningless, but damn, I was really looking forward to a game in which railroads were meaningful out here. Those of you who may have watched my epic meltdown over Black Ice on just trying to fucking get out of here without massive supply problems. And I wanted to see if I just dumped huge amounts of, and see, they even have it here, right here we can see, this is the railroad behind Stalingrad. Now I think it was a little closer to the Volga, but this is the Volga, this is the Dnieper. I think it was, I think it's the Dnieper. No, this is not the Dnieper. This is the Volga. This is, I don't know. Maybe it's the Dnieper. I don't know. I think the Dnieper is over here. I think this is the Dnieper. I don't know. This is the railroad they needed to cut supplies coming down into here. And so I really wanted to play a game that these railroads were meaningful. Oh, the Don. Thank you, ZZ. Thank you. Yeah, that's the Don. This is the Dnieper. This is the Don. And this is the Volga. This is what they needed to cut, not Stalingrad. Stalingrad is mostly meaning this and this, because the Volga is also which in this game now, rivers are a secondary supply link too. We'll supply along the river as well as supply along here. But these is what needed to be cut. Now you could cut it theoretically south of Stalingrad, but it would probably be best to cut it north of Stalingrad. Cut the railways here. And then once you do that, as you can see here, there is basically no railway, no ability to get resources from here to the rest of the Soviet Union. Whether Germany gets to take the oil back to Germany or not, that's another whole big debate and question. But at least you cut the Soviets off from their oil source. And you also cut any forces down here off from reinforcement. And I wanted to see if this was going to be meaningful, because if you hold right here, basically nothing of any size should be coming across here. Now this is a desert out here, so nothing of any size should be coming across here. So if you hold like this one province here, as well as, get the river in here, you should be cutting everything else off, as well as I'm obviously presuming holding back along here somewhere. And it just becomes a matter of mopping up, if you will. I'm not saying there wouldn't be hard fights. I'm not saying, it's, Panzer blitzing to Baku, easy going. No, but it's there. And also, you remember, and I don't know if any of you have watched, I've just watched some of it, but TIK's, TIK, TIK, operation, or, talking about Stalingrad, and the blow is successful for multiple. It's a winter counteroffensive, partially to make sure these rivers are frozen, is my understanding. I think along the north as well as the south, and it's being held by the Hungarians, Romanians, and Italians. And it's a pincer movement, and it's only successful. And I think it's always you see the reenactment, and it was actually a reenactment filmed during the war of the sort of two sides of the Russian pincer meeting, and they're rushing towards each other. That's all a reenactment, but it was done shortly. I don't know where it was done. Don't know where it was done. Don't think it was done down here. I just think it was somewhere that they had a bunch of Russian troops in the winter running towards each other and filmed it, as supposedly that. But you've probably seen the film clip, especially if you've watched the very great series, The World at War. It's a old series on the war. But the pincer movement is successful, in my opinion, only because it was a pincer movement and it was done in winter, and these forces, the Allied forces just weren't prepared for war in Russia at all. But the winter makes it even worse and all this stuff. But had it just been a push from the north, I think they could have reacted to it and kept Stalingrad from being taken. That's my opinion. And so, and in my opinion is, and they take a while to build up for that pincer movement. I mean, my understanding is they're sort of not sending as many reinforcements as they sort of should into Stalingrad. They're only doing just the bare minimum to keep all these German units fighting here. You know, just holding on. They're not trying to win. They're not trying to push them out. They're not just keep them, you know, tied down in taking Stalingrad while they're bringing forces in. So they're bringing forces down along this railway here, and then around south through here. Maybe I don't know where they're connecting to the railroad. I really don't know if it's as sparse as it is here. How good this is. You can't really see it too well. Is there a supply road here? Yeah. Okay, yeah, here we can see this a little easier for you. You know, I don't know if there really is nothing through here. I just don't know. I have some maps. I could look it up. But even if they are just using trucks to get here, but they're coming down here. But if you cut here, in my opinion, the southern flank of the offensive doesn't happen. And even if it's the same size of force, they're just all in the north, by not having a two-front situation, you can bring in reinforcements so much easier. So I really wanted to fight this out with a situation here. You know, how much effort do I put into building, in improving the rail links? Do I push up to here, whatever here is, to, sort of hold a northern supply link? I really wanted to fight this out. I really wanted to fight out this, in which the rails are these, and this is where the supply limitations are. This railway here? No, this is railway over here. Guess the Italians never completed railway there. I don't know. And having, because this is what I actually, I think it goes, it's sort of here. Having this as what's important to hold here, and fight down into Africa without just, this is just nothing here because there's no railway. 1940 in the West was over too fast for railways. You had to really come into it. As long as you're within 200-300 kilometers of your supply dump, you can manage with trucks. But with good Western European roads and taking local gas stations for who you might be able to stretch a bit. Yeah, exactly, IKB. So, and this is, and it wasn't just me and Dan, I'll call him Dan, Don, he sort of pronounces it, but it sounds like a woman's name when an American person says it. It was several other people, on the message boards that we were debating whether they should have railroads originally. He goes, well, it's already in the game, they're infrastructure. And when you're looking here, you're right. I mean, he's basically right. There really, this one province, no railway connection between here. There's probably railway going through here, on that would be this coastal province. So meaning you don't have to hold Lille to get railways in here. You probably don't have to. Now it is sort of meaningful, in my opinion, coming through some of the the Alps in some places, including down maybe in the Italian Alps, where there's actually yes or no to there. And here, most of this should just be along the Pyrenees, in my opinion, have one of these, meaning a no-go for divisions. And Black Ice has done some of that. Some of this should be sort of no-go. So, yeah, in some areas here, you do sort of have the railroads coming back into it, but not much. I agree with Dan in the assessment of railway and infrastructure for hearts of iron in the West. But out here, it is important. And I really wanted to play this. I really wanted to see how it worked. To see, and this is what's just what's the best template? For World Ablaze, I understand it is to be a 30-width division, and I think it looks something like this. You might want to swap out some of the light infantry for just regular infantry. If you're talking about that, I think this might be it for World Ablaze. And then whatever support units you want to try to put into it are good. But I think that's a good one. I'm maybe not the best expert on templates. I think this is okay. Maybe if I had more trucks, I would, and I'm trying to build more, do an additional. Might reduce down one Panzer unit once you get to more medium Panzers being built, and increase that. And here. I wanted to see how railways would work here. You know, having to control and fighting along the railways and not just over terrain. This is why I'm so disappointed with this. Am I being picky, people? You know, either now or later, in that, oh, Norway should not have joined the war until I declared war on them? Am I being picky in that? You know, love to hear your thoughts. Well, okay, let's continue for now. I don't know how. No, okay, thank you, IKB. But I want to hear, even in disagreement, I want to hear what people, because you know I do make the mod Third Reich events for Hearts of Iron 3, and so I am a game maker in that sense. I mean, I don't make. Thank you, Mundo, for CC. I'm not a from scratch builder of a game. I build on top of other people's work, very admittedly. But and these divisions could be a little stronger. There. Another division into this bush to cut all of these guys off. And my thoughts have always been, you get the basics working right first before you get fancy on things. And that's one thing I've been disappointed with Hearts of Iron 4 for a long time now. In that they spend a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of effort. Let's see if we can get Romania in. That would be interesting. Right to faction. Okay, we've got Romania in our faction. I'm not going to invite them to war. I don't know if that's going to mess up the other stuff, but all their work on all these different national focus trees, when the base game hasn't, in my opinion, gotten stuff organized up well enough yet. Yeah, these divisions are probably just a little too weak on infantry to sustain them. Attack. Close the pot. Close the pot. Not quite what happened historically, but oh, they pushed into here. Well. Let's move that back. Not that well, sort of matter. Well, we got supplies sort of through here. Keep going, you won. Keep going, damn. Damn you, divisional commanders. You're supposed to keep going. See, because you didn't keep going, they reinforced now. They're sent in forces. Okay, well, one of you goes takes Dunkirk. How are we doing for tanks? Okay, well we have about 1,700 mediums. Well, you know, let's just take a look here. If we were to change this to armored battalions medium, 11 tank divisions. Okay, we've got plenty, so let's do 2. And that way we have enough, and that will help. Now, the other thing is trucks. Okay, we're still 700 down, even though we got rid of all that. Okay, that will help. Now, it'll take a while for the units to sort of reorganize themselves. You can see they're short on equipment. They should be getting equipment. Support that attack. How long? It was 140 days. 14s. Okay. Back to here. What caused my latest sort of rage is that. Dunkirk. They've moved in enough forces there. Push there, I guess, with their support. Oh shit, they're pushing these guys out? What the hell? Cut these guys off if I don't get up there fast. You're next to this province? You're not? Oh, no, okay, okay, yeah, no, okay, you guys come down, it's these guys. Yeah. At least we got the armor division in time to keep that from being cut off. They should be up there soon. This will move into there. Okay, now that we've got these 4 divisions here, oh, we'll wait till these guys get better organized. This is messing with my supply here that they took this. Do more production. Well, is it even worth it? Because we just don't have the steel for it. Might as well assign it somewhere. You know, we're not even producing any trucks right now. Increase there. Okay. Increase there. Increase here. Retreat back to there. Well, our great pincer movement doesn't like it's working. Look like it's working out well, unfortunately. Stop moving, you're going to hold there. There we go, that should mean better supply coming through. I guess, you know, I'm just so hyped for railways. Oh, they pushed into here, damn. And so wanted that to happen. I'm just disappointed in this. Come back up to there to keep that open. No. That attack. Support this attack because we want to save those panzer divisions. You attack there. You guys push into there. Got up here, so you guys push across there. Right now we're just trying to save the panzer divisions. Did have here until they pushed us back out. Okay, you just go to there, so that one will fill that hole. Okay, well, this unit's almost shattered. Oh, that. Oh no, not you. God damn. Oh, I hate these counters that they gave me with this. I wish it was the original style. Yeah, this is all good, yeah. Okay, we can take some Fiat trucks, thank you. We need trucks. Okay, deploy. Okay, we could use divisions even if they're not terribly well trained up. Hey, Irish communists back. Well, we're not doing too well here. We have a pocket of 4 panzer divisions that I have yet to be able to relieve. Looks like we're going to be pushed out of here soon. You guys go here. You guys go to here. There. You guys support the attack. Push into there, I guess. Send 2 divisions this way. That way. Not all of you. Okay. Panzer division. That division. That division. This way. These guys, no. Now we're slowly marching through here, it looks like. Did not say to not attack there anymore. Okay, let's give you to Rommel, and you're going to move into there. And we'll give you to on Bach. Is the Warsaw Pact happening? You mean as in post-World War II? Well, not yet. We haven't got that far yet. Well, now they're pushing on these guys. Damn. Okay, you attack Lille. You attack into here. You attack into there. You guys attack there. And you also attack into Lille. And you support the attack into Lille. You didn't work out very well. You support these guys here. Try to save these guys. Not working out so great. Okay. Taking that back. Good. The French have come up with all these divisions. Now we're back to 16K needing of trucks. Ugh. I know probably lost this from combat and all, but still. Didn't say to stop attacking there. Sounds non-threatening, yeah. Okay, well, you're going to get to there soon, so let's move you over this way. Okay. Women helping in the military now, that's nice. Yeah, that'll be alright, 21 days. Okay, here's another, thank you. I don't know if I'm going to get very happy anytime soon, but thank you, Arno. Okay. these forces here. How do I put this? France. Generally speaking, had more and better than Germany. Why did France lose so fast? And this is one thing that this game does fairly well, is organization. And that can be put, is the ability to be, to deal with unexpected threats. The lack of radio communication in French tanks, say, is an organizational problem. So, yeah, we can talk about the one-man turret and whatnot, which is a problem with French tanks. But their tank guns, especially the Saumois and the Charbis, were on par with the Germans and very effective against the German tanks. The the R-35s and the H-35s, the 37 millimeter guns that are the standard ones. They're pretty weak. Maybe a bit of a problem with the German tank armors, but there's still a lot of them. It comes down to the lack of ability to coordinate and react. So, how do you do this? How do you, again, make a war game be a game about the history at the time? And not just a game about, this is what I worry about with quite honestly, the current direction of Black Ice for Hearts of Iron 3 and many mods for Hearts of Iron 4, is that they're trying to make it challenging for the players, as opposed to trying to make it historic. The French army, it should have a modifier here. The French army here should have a modifier here that radically slows down their ability to reorganize. Get this green to go back up. So once they lose organization, it should be incredibly difficult for them to get reorganized. So that means once you sort of defeat a unit and make it retreat, basically it's done. As long as you can keep some pressure up on it, because it's not going to recover. And that's what you need to see. And say for the Belgian army, their morale was incredibly low. So I would have them, with morale problems, which would be a reduction overall for Belgian units. Their morale was very high and very good at the start of World War I. They fought very well. It was very poor for World War II. The Dutch, on the other hand, had reasonably good morale. They just did not have the modern equipment to fight. This is my big blanket over simplification of my understanding of the situation. So the Dutch, they, reasonably good training, reasonably good morale, just way outdated of equipment with the Germans' ability to move, shoot, and communicate so much better than the Dutch, ultimately. So they lost there. So these forces should be collapsing. The only really on par force, in my opinion, that's operating around these areas, and I'm not seeing any at the moment, are the English. They had lots of radio communication. They're also, everybody, including the Germans, are still using lots and lots of field telephone communications. As they're advancing, they're unspooling lots and lots of cable for their field telephones. Radios are of limited use for longer range, especially in 1940. You often see some of the photos of Guderian in that one armored half-track with the radio frame antenna above them. Well, that was actually quite rare, and that's sort of him as his command vehicle with the really good long-range radios. The radios are very effective close in to each other. And they've got decent radio trucks as well that they stop and extend aerials up into the sky and all this stuff. The Germans are doing pretty good, but they're still running lots and lots of field telephones. But so are the French, so are the English. I don't know how much field telephones, I just don't know, on the Belgians and the Dutch. Maybe a lot, I don't know. But field telephones, up until the end of the war, still, and by the Americans as well, using lots of field telephones for operational use. But Americans also excel at radio communications. So the Germans are able to communicate, able to fight, regain a reorganization. So it's not, and you know, it's not so much that the French should be weak. It should be once a French unit is defeated, it's done. And as long as you can keep the push on, and this is obviously not what's happening here. And so this is also disappointing me. Now, do I just want it easy? No, I don't. But I wanted to, again, like talking about this whole complaint episode here that this is becoming, is I want it to match my expectations of what I think reality was. Wow, look at that railway mess there around Paris, but cool. Probably correct in the sense that lots of railways going around. Yeah, I want something that is like World War II. Now, whether I follow the, a Schlieffen plan or a modified Schlieffen plan, which was sort of the original German plan in, or Fallgelb, von Manstein's, push up here and then wait a bit and push through here, or whether, like, I normally don't do that. I normally push up here, but push very hard here simultaneously, which is a bit different. It's not either of their plans. I normally do it a little different. But I want things to sort of kind of be meeting the expectations of the military. And that's the other thing here is this, I was told 60 to 80 factories producing aircraft. Well, okay, yeah. I don't quite offhand know how close we are to historical accuracy in numbers of aircraft on either side, but here again, for the Battle of France, Germany should have a significant advantage in all air battles because there is virtually no air organization by anybody on this side of the operation. It just is not organized. There is no, it's like, am I overstating? I don't know, but it's like they would, like, oh, okay, have one squadron patrolling over here, the French, another squadron patrolling here, another squadron patrolling here, another squad, and so they would do that. Where the Germans would be, oh, well, we're doing we're doing a coordinated air front, and they would come in and they're, before the Battle of France starts, Britain decides to bomb some targets in Germany, including some of them we were talking earlier about modeling wood in the game. They actually bomb some of the forests to try to set them on fire because they're trying to avoid civilian casualties, but trying to disrupt military production, wood, and divert resources. And the French really sort of had a bit of a a panic attack over this, going, oh my god, if you're starting to bomb them there, the overwhelming Luftwaffe, this is, you know, early on, will just start bombing us and we won't be able to do this because the Luftwaffe is so big and so powerful. The Luftwaffe is smaller than the French Air Force. But they also had, of course, the British Air Force and the Belgian Air Force that wasn't yet. Hello, Ari. And hello, Mr. Anderson. How you doing? So, yes, the Allied Air Force is larger. At least the British are equal or have a more modern overall Air Force, because the Germans are still running a lot of, I guess I'm not seeing them here right now, a lot of the, you know, the, oh, what is it? The 251s? No, the 51s. These guys here. HE-51s. They still have a fair number of these. No, they're not putting them on the front line. They're using them as rear area aircraft and whatnot. And they've got a lot of older aircraft still, so... And Germany is just able to coordinate you know, when they spot a say a French, you know, like mentioned, like a French squadron is told to patrol over here. When they spot that, they're able to coordinate in and vector in multiple squadrons to overwhelm it. Very much like the British were able to do in Britain, in that they were able to, even better than the Germans. The Germans catch up later in the war, but you know, being able to coordinate all available fighters to go after wherever the enemy air probes were. Sure, sometimes there were fighters, you know, up in the north or somewhere, you know, just too far away to get into the fight, but those that were sort of around, you know, in the southeast of England, they could vector everybody into whatever place. Getting ready for a 2-hour drive to Lexington. Well, good. Hope that goes well for you. Sheltering in place. Well, good to hear. Hopefully you're safe. Hopefully you're safe there. Really do hope everyone's safe. So, I don't know. I'm just disappointed, guys. I'm disappointed in what's going on here. I'm disappointed. You know, is it just gamers not that good at this? Is it just that I just feel that it should be too easy to defeat France? I don't know. What do you guys think? Am I you know, how do you evaluate this mess that's going on here? I mean, this is very much what Germany was worried about. They were worried about if their panzer, you know, the German Army High Command, they were worried that if their panzers got pushed too far in, they would get cut off. They were worried that they would become a stalemate. They were worried about all this stuff. And this is what they were worried about. But we know that that isn't anywhere near of what happened. And I don't think I was slow in trying to keep my army moving forward, meaning giving them too much time. So what do you guys think? Any thoughts out there? Well, I think we're going to end this episode here. Well, it's a mess. Hello. What is that? Let the king? No, that would no. Let play the. I don't know how you're supposed to break that. Maybe not enough tanks. Well, that could be. That could be. I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna like end the episode here. I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for liking the videos. I'd like to hear all of your what is it? Lay thinking. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce that. But yeah. So thanks everyone. See you next time for even more Hearts of Iron. Okay, let me save this. I don't know, guys. What do you guys want to do? Do you want me to continue this? You want me to start over? Oh, you know, I'm not necessarily going anywhere, unless you need to go. Play something else. If you're new around here, you can follow or subscribe. Arno, what do you think? Are you still around? Don't know if I know U-boat well enough yet, and I know Aries heading off to Lexington, so probably should say that maybe for next week. Play U-boat. I don't know. Keep going, Mundo says. Okay, that's one vote for keep going. Just needed to break the episode up one way or another. Okay, how would you salvage this campaign? What's French nationals? What are the French national spirits? Okay. Static command, victors of the Great War, disjointed government, League of Nations member, mitigation agreements, don't know how to pronounce that, expanded citizenship, structural doctrines. So now these are a lot of organization recovery rates are pretty low here, so yeah. Levee en masse, Grand Battery, protected by the Maginot Line, strengthen government support, Foreign Legion, flying artillery, Plan 6, and the Young School. Don't know about the Young School. And yeah, since Arno is sort of vacated, there's another bot over on YouTube. Okay, well, I'll make another episode here. Well, see, I can't. This is what's bothering me right now is I can't break into this. What if you made more divisions and then take Paris? Well, right. This is the problem here. I don't have steel, so I'm not able to make. Well, anti-tank. I guess that's anti-tank and trucks are my biggest liabilities right now, and fighters, lack of them. So we're doing that, and that's all because of this goddamn fucking Norway situation that I'm pissed about. No AA. Not had enough. Well, there is some, but not enough, I don't think. Yeah, well, let's see if I can save these divisions. Yeah, I wish I could get peace with the Allies. Don't think that is offer peace. They won't accept it. Well, maybe it's I got to go with these guys. Offer. You are not the leader for the losing side. So I can't surrender. They're not allowing that to happen. Yeah, they can be. I do have a fair amount. Let's see if we were to add here to this. Let's see. Anti-aircraft support. Okay, we could do that. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do some AA. Yeah, we can. Well, right now, I got enemy air superiority here. So yeah. Okay, well, we'll do that. Okay, we'll make another episode here. Welcome, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer 1745, and I'm going to continue on to try to save these divisions here. This is what you're trying to see. Oh, you're currently losing, yes. Now, we do have enough, and Ari has pointed out, and we should probably have maybe already done so, but we're going to add support AA to divisions because we have enough of that now. So that will help us out. So if you focus on your aircraft region more, you might be able to do more damage. Yeah, we need to shift the Benelux forces down here. What's their support there? Let's move you down to here, maybe. Put you up over northern France. Up here. Put you over there. Well, I have not called them in. I could call in Romania, but I don't know how that's going to be overly useful over here. I don't know if I should call in Italy, because I'm afraid to just watch Italy get stomped. Do you think I should call in Italy? Romania, I don't really see us, because we don't. For some reason, Hungary hasn't come in. Yeah, Italy. Okay, we will bring in Italy. We'll accept Italy. That will put us. Yeah, well, we'll see how this goes with the Italians joining the effort. I guess I just have a low expectation of Italian effectiveness. Oh yeah, well we want to break this pocket, that's for sure. I'm moving these tanks up here right now as we speak. Let's move you up this way. Let's move these 3 divisions over to here. Yeah, this is where we can hit them with sort of the most. They're hitting my pocket again. Let's do a bit of a attack up there as well to divert attention. I'm gonna suck at this, I don't know. You guys now attack down south to divert away from there. Lost it. Almost said saved it now. Two more Panzer divisions. Go, 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 go. The main problem is that you have 10 units on a tile. See, oh well, yeah, they got. Okay, well, we just broke through. Let's presume we're gonna hold this. Well, that's a little better. Letting these guys get re-equipped, reorganized. Well, we now have this as a pocket here, so let's push on it with a few divisions. Yep, we did. We saved them. That's good. They're getting more supplies, basically Panzer IIIs. I wonder why there's no British there. The Italians are being super useful. What are they doing? Sitting around? Doing nothing? Naval battles? Okay, naval battles. Come on, yeah, it's gonna take a few days. Maybe, well, no, let's keep this going. They are short of medium tanks. Well, they're actually getting most. Okay, they're getting up to. What are they short of then? Support equipment, trucks. Yeah, short of trucks. I mean, they're short of little bits of things here and there. That ain't the big problem. It's trucks they're short. Okay, well, I guess we need to do is, because we're producing no trucks now, we'll move trucks to the top, highest priority. Because we don't have any fucking steel. Why don't we have any steel? I don't effing know here. Okay, I don't, why am I closing steel mills? Why would I do that? I want more steel mills. Gamer needs to take a chill pill. Okay, we're extracting that. Why are we down so much? Guess the Swedish, but... Okay, maybe we just need more iron? Is that the Soviet Union? Okay. Well, make sure we get that. We lost so much of that. Okay, now... Okay, reactivate core steel mills. We need to do those. Right, okay, well, let's see. Okay, we're still crushing that pocket. Okay, here's going to be the new strategy. We are not going to Paris. You hear that, Frenchies? We're not going to Paris. You do not have to worry, we are not attacking Paris. You think they believe me yet? We are not attacking Paris. Aluminum, Italy. Oh. Okay, we are not attacking Paris. We're actually moving our forces away from there. We're not going to attack Paris, everyone. Yep, Harry's got it. Maybe it's just my ignorance with this game and I don't know it well enough. That very well could be it too. I'm meaning with this mod, not... I mean, I know Hoi 4 very well, people, but it's just this mod is what I'm talking about. Because this mod does change things a lot. Some of the stuff like Norway joining the Allies, I know is a... not a good choice, as it were. Okay, you know, good thing going on. This whole war just a special military operation in its training, yes. Okay, well, Belgium finally officially went down. We got some anti-tank guns, it looks like some support equipment, and 2,000 other stuff. 2,800, okay. Now, as to factory, okay, are we yet done with, okay. Reactivate more steel mills. I don't know that I like this steel mill stuff. It seems like an unnecessarily complication. But I have to reactivate them. Why not just have them there with not enough? Tell me how much iron I need to get. Tell me how much iron I need to get, and I'll get that amount of iron. Don't tell me that, oh, well, this is over, but we don't need more, or whatever. I don't know why I'm running out of fuel so fast. Let's up my fuel. My oil, I should say. Okay, new type of submarines are available. Very good. Okay, let's... trying to look for submarine. Depth charges, that's anti-smoke. Fuel tank. Don't really see too much to improve my subs. Electric torpedo, I guess. Oh yeah, no, this is what I want to do. Okay. Yeah, we can... No, we're not. We don't got 50. We'll just get that going. Now, what we're going to do, come over here. And... which none of these are in production. We're going to go to +1, so instead of infinity, they'll complete with whatever is here. No, well, that's that will stay at infinity for the moment. And there we go. Now, okay, well, here we need to have at least 600 iron available. Okay, well, so, okay, I guess we can't have 600, but let's max out that. But there's just not enough people willing to sell it because I'm suffering because Sweden has stopped trading with me. Because of the Norway bullshit. Well, right now for steel, because of the way they've designed this game, not really. This is it. Soviet Union is selling steel to everybody but not me. And so I'm wasting factories trying to get just 4 out of them. They should be selling me steel. They blocked off Sweden from selling me steel. Where would Sweden be here? Don't see it. Why don't I see Sweden? Oh, here it is. Should be a lot more, but I don't know. So they've blocked Sweden off, so that's part of the problem. Rubber I get. Oil, well... Okay, now we're doing a little better. Okay, well, you see we're... Actually, you know, I want you to come over to here. You guys can be there. We need to take this province, I think. So now that we're here, what we're going to do is these guys, no, to there. And these 3 divisions to here. Now that we have that started, these 3 divisions will support that attack. Try to cut off Lil. And as well as having 2 fronts operating right now. We have all these divisions, put more into the line. I didn't see it necessary to get up the limited. Yeah. We just got to keep doing these reactivate core steel mills. You guys swap places. We're gonna give all of you over to Guderian. And you're going over to Guderian. I trust Guderian is a better general. That's good for the moment. Let's see what we can do here. That the last one. Do I want to do offensive or do I want to do logistics? Why are they maxing me out on traits? Why do I have to make that choice? We'll do logistics, yes. No, but I want to make my main attack here. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, it's Rommel these guys should go to. Rommel. We're gonna have Rommel do the attack. Okay. And Rommel. Why isn't he able to do this? He's able to do this. Oh, because we're down too low here. Okay. Spent too much. I understand. Do you have any reservists? No, not really. I'm sort of screwed. The game is set up not to have reserves. There was a huge... Oh, we got this. Good. Okay, well that'll take out 8 divisions if we take that down. No, it's screwy. He should be. Wait till you get up to there. Do Darien with his. Yeah, they've decided they can't break into Lille. At least for the moment. Come on, get across the river. I know it takes a while. Okay, well, what I want to do is secure this position here. There we go. Well, no, we still got one more division to get up here. Oh, and the other thing is and I haven't been doing this enough, probably, I'm sure, is looking at doctrines here. I really haven't been, land doctrines, here we go. I really should have been, and this is maybe part of the problem. It's changed enough. Frontal attack, combined warfare, raid infantry, tank logistics. Unlock that. And this may be my problem as well. That I've needed to do this and I just haven't done it. That. Get that unlocked. Oh, I need to get this first, maybe? Oh, mutually exclusive with strip. Right. Yeah, we probably want to do Sherpunk. Okay, yeah, that's... Yeah, maybe all this was the problem. Okay, well, that'll help. Now that we're here... Darien will support. Why aren't you putting in more divisions? Well, there's some. Well, you're supposed to be good at this. But there we go. There's some divisions into the battle. Coming from 3 directions. So 150 combat would be good, coming from 3 directions, but no. You're not putting them in. These guys are no longer pushing. Okay, well, that didn't work. Come on, get the divisions into there, overwhelm them. Okay, now you're doing it. Somewhat. Okay, we took out Lil. Maybe we can do the same thing down here a bit more. Come on, break some of these divisions. You've got the reserves, keep them in the battle. Okay, there we go. Now we're breaking the divisions. Oh, okay. Come on. Attack. Attack. Whoever Guderian, somebody attack. Support that attack. Hello, Charmander. What are my tank? Well, my current tank divisions look like, no, template here. This. I'm really low on trucks, so I have not added more, infantry. Are we caught up? No, we're super low on trucks. Oh, we probably have to do another one of the damn steel things. Reactivate core steel mills. I hate that shit. And, okay, aggressive artillery, reduction. Yeah, let's do that. How is Italy doing? Well, good question. Okay, they're holding the line just fine. Nobody's doing anything down here. They put a bunch of forces in the desert to starve. See that? They're starving. And they're starving out over here too. They're trying to push on there, but they put a bunch of forces and they're starving. Oh, good. Oh, good. Let's see supply. Okay. Yeah. Oh, good. So see, this is what I really want to see, is how well this stuff works. The railroads or lack thereof, depending on where they are. Beat that. Armored division. Okay, good. There we go. Now, you keep pushing into there. You guys all march down into there. You guys are still marching around. We're going to attack here, and we're going to attack here. Here and here. Well, these guys are moving down south, that is. Let's attack here with these guys. Yeah, I'm trying to encircle these here. And I'm trying to cut down to Switzerland. Those guys, that's just sort of a pinning attack. Not that I'm expecting it to win. Not that I even want it to win. Hello, Dr. Fascist 1st Infantry Battalion. Flank pushing on there. That. One of these. Nice to see you too, I guess. Yes, I guess I'm sort of seeing you. I'm seeing your text. Okay, well, that didn't work out as well as I had hoped, but... pushing here, so you guys need to attack there. Yep, Battle of France. And the AI found out you're encircling them. Oh, now Hungary seeks. Yes, great. Finally. Okay, good. Now we have Hungary as a member of the alliance here. Yeah, it does certain evaluations on that. I know. I don't know how well, but it does that. You go back into the front. Hungary joins the Axis. Very good. Okay, well now Hungary's in the war. I didn't think I brought Romania in. I guess maybe Italy brought Romania in. Okay, well. Okay, well, yeah. Well, we just did some of that. These, yeah. I like elastic defense better. Creeping barrage or zeroing. Oh, I haven't got this done with this yet. Trying to. Well, let's do more soft attack. Cool. There we go. Spending up some of this. Yeah, I should have been doing this before. Long range combat, tanks, defense. What? Isn't it not letting me unlock? No, it's not letting me. Do I have to get all of these done maybe beforehand? Could be. Okay, central planning, shock and awe, grand battle plan. We're gonna go shock and awe. Now, creeping barrage or zeroing in artillery. Assault attack, breakthrough. Well, that doesn't matter because we can go either one. Just more soft attack, I think. Okay, well that'll help. That will help. While you are indoctrinated, yeah, we have. I hopefully it paused the war. You guys again. Keep them from withdrawing. Go. Hopefully answer that. Okay, now we're down here. You guys are coming. You all attack here again. You two also join that attack, so it's on two fronts. You guys keep moving in to reinforce them. Don't run away. Don't run away. Okay, good. You guys keep moving. And you come down to here. Okay, we're keeping pushing deeper and deeper. We want to cut off all of these guys from here. We're using spirits. Maybe not effectively. We have... Okay, well... Ideological loyalty... Not really, I guess would be the current answer. I like that. Embrace the future. Let's do that. Things are going a little better now that we're pushing down into here. We no longer have that pocket. Okay, those guys are there. I want to shift one more division that way. Now that we're down here, I would prefer this not to be one province width. A preference, not a requirement maybe, but okay, now, well, let them get a little more organized. But now that we're here, let's go 2 divisions to get across there. One of these to come down, one pair of those to come down there, and those trucks can race into there. All of these guys can try to smash into there. Boarded by these guys. You don't need to be back there. I know you fell back. No, come back. You move into there now. Now they are officially cut off. That is why we weren't going to go to Paris. We were going to cut all of these guys off. Another attack there. Guys can attack there, counterattack that unit. Gonna attack there to mess up that attack. And now that we're just facing one division there, let's do a 3-to-1 attack there. Dijon, what's here? Yeah, we're already sort of pushing down here, I think. I don't want to weaken this too much and get broken out. Okay, well now, okay, you guys come down. We're going to come down with armored divisions. Okay, so now we've got that. They're pushing here. Right, now into Dijon. No, boss. Naval Waffle's fine. You stop attacking. Naval Waffle is great. Oh, we gotta remember to keep doing more reactivating this stuff. Ugh. Yes, I know it's Me being a bit picky and a pain, but whatever. I think more of these will be useful. Okay, well, Romania's sending in troops, nice of you. As long as you don't oh, we actually pushed into there. I didn't think we would do that, but okay. You were supposed to go into there. Didn't anybody tell you that? Well, we've turned things around a bit. I'm still not happy about what's going on in Norway. How long do we have? I know it was 140 days. I'm sure it's not anywhere near, but what? Get to where I can hover over this. Okay. Actually, almost halfway there. Almost literally halfway there. Okay, well, that's doing good. Yeah, well, Denmark is... It also... Unfortunately, I know some of you guys have showed up a bit late. You can watch the thing. Norway and Denmark joined the Allies and attacked Germany, or went to war with Germany. Attacked might be a bit strong, but went to war with Germany, which is very unhistorical, which sort of pissed me off. But we've set up here, well, here, a Reich Commissariat here. So this is, they're going to do local volunteers. This is their, you know, national focus tree. So we have this as a sort of puppet state here right now. Exactly what that is a puppet state. So yeah. So I want to again thank you all for making it this far. If you haven't already, hey, please hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button, and also if you're on YouTube, hit the like button. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, I think we're going to end the live stream for today. I will be back tomorrow. I think the rail hub west of where you're defending, take the city. Yeah, we're going to try to get as much as this as we can. I'm thinking maybe some more. I don't know. Don't know if we're going to do. You know, I sort of want to do some more heroes and generals tomorrow. Don't know if Harry would be around to help out with that or not. Might do that tomorrow, but I'll be back tomorrow live streaming, probably heroes and generals, but we'll see what's going on. I know, boo, Arno. But thank you for your help, Arno, and thank everyone for being here. Do appreciate it. Yeah, heroes and generals. Hope you guys, and that again, everyone, that's a free-to-play game, so you're all invited to come and play with us, as well as watch if you want to watch. That's sort of the rule. Is sort of a, you know, first-person or tank driving or aircraft driving free-to-play game is Sunday to try to get as many of you who want to participate. So thanks so much, and see you guys tomorrow. Do appreciate it, everyone. Be safe out there, especially if you're in a danger zone. I really hope everyone is.